Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to just a really quick tutorial. It's actually, there's going to be two of them. I had a request for a couple tutorials, one covering aqueducts, because I know a lot of people were having trouble with them, and this is in kind of response to Sevtech Ages. We've been playing Sevtech Ages, and I've had a lot of questions on the Discord, and as well as just while, like on the Patreon server and stuff, about how to use aqueducts. So I just want to make a really quick tutorial on these. And so the way these work is they transfer water, and they're really good, especially in like Sevtech Ages where you don't have access to things like buckets and things of that nature. So for example, if you have like a water source block, you do need a water source block. You're going to have to either bring these at an equal Y level or go down in Y level. You can't go up transferring the water. So the way these work, you're going to have these aqueduct blocks, and there's actually quite a few of them. You can choose whichever one kind of suits your needs. I've got ones with kind of a brick texture on the bottom, but there's a variety. So, you know, if you have these, you can use them as like, you know, a beam that kind of runs across, and you can have this texture on the bottom, so that maybe it kind of matches in with your build a little bit. And so the basic way these work is if we just bring these along like this, and then we have, say, a glass block over here, and then of course you can use anything, you don't have to use glass. But the way these work is you need to make a V shape. So your aqueduct at the bottom, and then you're going to have blocks on each side of this. So then if I remove this glass block, you'll notice the water travels down, and then it gets thicker, and it goes all the way to the end. And you can replace this block here if you want like a thick water source or like a solid stream all the way down. Now it will take a minute to update. You'll notice it's not updating immediately. It will eventually update, but it does take a little while sometimes. So what I usually do is I'll put a block here to stop the water stream and then redo it so that it re-updates. And so now you see that the water stays an equal elevation all the way down. Okay, and this water can be used for you know, anything you want that uses water. I mean, you're not going to be able to pump it into anything, but for example, if I put down some dirt blocks here and then hoe this, these will eventually turn into farmland. Or, you know, they'll eventually become hydrated farmland. So there we go. You can see that this is getting hydrated. Even though the closest actual source block is here, now you're not going to be able to use buckets to grab this water either. Like, it still only flows from this one source block. This is the only source block in this line. So, just a heads up on that. Now, in addition, if you wanted to, what you can do, we'll go ahead and come right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the water down a level, just so you can see how the elevation change works. So then if we remove this glass block, it's going to flow down, and you can see that it updated. So now all of this is solid. So you can bring it down Y levels if you so desire. Now one thing you cannot do is you cannot bring it down more than one Y level at a time. So for example, like right here, we've kind of got like a waterfall structure that kind of comes down. It will not carry the flow out. So, I mean, this is how normal water works. It's only going to flow so far, and the aqueducts are going to increase that flow. But you can bring it down one Y level at a time. So, it just kind of has to be like a steady stream going down. And now another thing that you can do is you can make turns. So I've got some basic type intersections here. So we have a T shape. So, you know, right here, for example, this aqueduct doesn't have blocks on each side. It doesn't have that V shape. And then over here we have like left and right turns. These do not have blocks on the sides like, you know, a standard aqueduct channel would. But if we were to break this block, you'll see the water comes down and it spreads, it goes down, it updates all the way down to the end of these. And then this one here, it's still going and it's traveling down here, no problem. So you can make turns and stuff. You just have to, you know, run your aqueduct blocks all the way down through here because they feed off of this source block. It almost makes like a multi-block water channel. And then one last thing, you can use these for water strainers. So for example, we'll set ourselves up a strainer base right here, and then we're going to put in our strainer. I'll tell you what, instead of fisherman strainer, we're going to use the reinforced survivalist strainer, just because I don't have to put bait in it. And then if we were to remove this block, this is going to flow out, it's going to update, and it's now passing through the strainer. And if we take a look here, there we go, we got clay, and it's starting to run. So you can use this for strainers if you want as well as farming. Pretty much anything that requires, you know, water source blocks around it, because these, for like the purpose of farming and stuff, these do count as water source blocks. You're just not going to be able to bucket them up and you're not going to be able to, you know, pump them into anything, nothing like that. So anyways, I hope that answers any questions you have regarding aqueducts. If you have any additional questions or there's something I didn't cover, let me know and I'll do my best to get those answered for you. But I think that pretty much covers everything. So actually in episode 4 of Sevtech Ages series, that's what we were messing with. The whole like back half of the episode is aqueducts and kind of setting up a farm and stuff with those, like a big farm. Because of course in Sevtech Ages you don't have access to buckets for a good while. So this gives you an easy alternative for farming, especially if you have some water nearby. Of course, you're going to have that water source block initially to start the aqueduct. So also, before I forget, you cannot put lily pads on top of the aqueduct water. So since it's not a source block, since it counts as flowing water, lily pads do not work on that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. There will also be a video covering totems and ceremonies. So if you're having trouble with that, that'll come out actually the same day as this. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.